Otis was a two-time world champion and he played football. So what I'm going to do now, and the first winner of a reality show, boxing show. So Otis is versed in the sport, so he's knowledgeable. But so what I'm going to do is ask you about the physical training when you play football for the Ravens, like the physical training. Then you started boxing. How did that impact you muscular wise?
Well, I tell people all the time, muscle is 87% water, and I really feel like that's what our guy Floyd ran into, with losing weight, like how we were talking about earlier. When you got to lose, the more muscle you have, the more water you need, and the more oxygen you're going to need in those later rounds and things of that nature. In football, everything is explosive. Boom, 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 boom. 3 seconds, 5 seconds at top. And then you huddle up and you get a rest. In boxing, you need white blood cells. You need to be a marathon runner, but you also need quick twitch with it. So you got to be a wide receiver and a marathon runner all together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference.
It is, yeah, that quick twitch. I tell people when I create our programs, one of the things I do is, because you can look a certain way. I remember lifting weights. I was training and I was lifting weights and doing dumbbells. And I said, I'm gonna start doing light weights, but that wasn't doing nothing but compacting it even tighter because I'm lighter. So I'm doing more reps. So that's creating more tightness. And so I was sparring with some of the guys. One of the kids, 6'1", Bernard. If you're watching Bernard, special shouts out to you. Your hands are super fast. And he had really long arms. Remind you of Allen Iverson, but in boxing. And just was, and I was like, you know what? I had gotten bulky. So Otis, I used to walk around with the overalls on with no shirt on. I was diesel. Everywhere I went, Cass was like Tyson. Because I was always the skinny kid. So that's why I was always used to fighting and being super quick. And then I said, dang, man, yo, this muscle making me only. Now I'm quick in no matter what size I was with movement. But what I realized is I can't hit them with a combination. So I got to make that move, that peekaboo slip, just slide and dive in and close the gap and hit them with one hard one. Boom. And just. That's not how you want to fight when you got a guy who can pull your eyelashes off with quick punches. That's how quick Bernard was. I took him up north and I told you to a tournament up in Virginia. And that's where I met the kid who showed me the very first time at a tournament, the drop and roll. Where he got up under that dude hook, looked at him, winked, and knocked him out. Boom. And I was like, that's my move from now on. And I put it in our training program. But Bernard introduced me to him. He said, my boy, I want to introduce you to my coach. So he introduced him to me. And I was like, yo, kid, you nice. And he was like, yeah, I was watching you when I was locked up. And he said, I've been watching you. And that's how long Master Boss has been on YouTube, man. Like Cat's been watching us from the beginning. And so when I realized no matter how much weight you are lifting, if you don't understand how to use your body, your mechanics are going to be thrown off, right? And see, you have a different IQ. You have your IQ of physiology, and people, I'm going to explain to you what this guy's real true gift is. Awareness and science. He's like a sensei with the human body, and he understands how to make an adjustment to how things are working or if they're not working. That's one of the reasons he won't lose a fight if he's just not feeling right, because he always understands how to make that adjustment and adapt to the situation. And so that's one of the things that Otis knows more than I've run into anybody. I've sat across the ring in the gym with world champion after world champion after world champion. One or two of them had gold medal Olympic medals as well as world championship titles. And they weren't impressive with their boxing knowledge. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to tell the truth. And you have that gift that most guys who fight. That's why I like Banks. What's his name? Eugene. What's his name that I was just telling you about today? Banks' dad.
Jonathan. Ebanks.
Yes,
Chris Ebanks.
yes, Chris Eubanks. I
Eubanks.
like him a lot. Yeah, because his IQ is just elevated, man. Anybody out there ever box? If you're a boxer, put your name down in the comment box. Let me know where you box at, and I'm gonna ask